time we lost, it was so painful because we always felt that we had a shot. And well, you all saw what happened last year, and that was especially painful on me, on him, on TV, on Tony, on everybody, because we had it. I think I touched it. I don't know if I dreamed it or not, but I felt that I had it. And it was a very tough summer. But then, we got together, forgot about that, and started all over again. And we just always thought about having the same opportunity again. And once we were here, we knew this one, but we were not going to let it go.
The players never say it's easy, and I'm sure from your perspective it wasn't easy, but watching these games, you guys dominated this series. It could have easily been a sweep. It turned out to be an NBA Finals record for point differential. Why was it, I guess I go back to that word again, relatively easy to take this time?
I don't know. It was unexpected. Always dreamed to have 20-point differentials, but against a team like them, that you feel like they are so good, so athletic, that LeBron can sometimes do whatever he wants on the court. But we managed to play so well as a team, move the ball, put them in trouble with their length and their blitzes, that we were right there, so focused and defensively, and energetic. So we were feeling really optimistic about our chances.
Manu, you go back to that first quarter, he came out and obviously won. I thought there was a key moment when there was a pick set by Thaddeus Shane on you, and you guys went down, and it seemed to, in the team, and it was from that point forward in the game where you guys just turned on a different level, and you in particular, even with the dunk you had tonight, you were at 37, still playing as if you were 27.
Yeah, there were a couple of plays that really energized us. We knew they had that type of thing, especially Shane. It's tricky, and we are both competitive, and we all want to play every possession if it is the last one. But a couple of threes, Patty Mills gave us a really huge push. We started to play better D, moving the ball and bring back the emotion and the energy that we played with it in Miami. So once we were up on the score, we said, we know the way now. It's over, all the push and the percentages that they were having, and we knew we were in a great situation.
Manu, having played against you many times, I noticed this team in the last few years has changed the way they play. They've adapted and adjusted. You guys would go inside a lot, 25, 30 times a game, maybe Tim Duncan. Now you spread the ball movement is beautiful to watch. But talk about that, and talk about how it's just not you, Tony, and Tim, but it's a whole collective team effort.
Yeah, we shifted the way we played so much in the last 10 years. When I got here, it was basically every single possession put in the post, because it was what gave us the most. Then for a couple of years, I think 05 on 7, it was mainly pick and roll for Tony and for me. And from there we created, and then post up Tony, TD. But in the last 2-3 years, it was about ball movement and trying to get everybody involved. The fact that we added pieces like Danny Green and Patty Mills to shoot the way they shot, and Kawhi Leonard was just incredible in this series. Last year too, he deserved it. He played so well last year too, and we felt like we let him down basically because he dragged us for a couple of games. So we had some pieces that made us shift because it what gave us the most. And attacking those seams and kicking it and making threes, it was fun to watch, fun to play. And he was an incredible player for him.
Manu, you talk about the bench on this team, one of the best benches, the best bench this year in the game. But when you come in, do you feel, because I feel that you are a point guard, you can be 2, 3, whatever, but your penetration with you and Tony, and you just kind of mentioned it a little bit, but if you could talk about it, about the ball not sticking, is that you catching it, attacking it, and then looking for other guys? What's kind of your mind frame on offense when you guys talk to each other?
Well, there are games, for example, the playoffs against, the series against Dallas, it was completely different. We couldn't move the ball the same way because of the strategy they chose. They wanted to isolate us on the pick and roll. They were not helping on Kawhi, on Patty Mills, so we had to score more or attack the rim. Because of the way they play defense, Miami, we had to. We were not going to score one-on-one. We were not going to score on the first pass of pick and roll because of the way they rotate from the corners. So we had to pass it 4 times at least. And it really gave us a lot. For moments, it was so fun to watch and to see everybody getting shots and penetrating and feel important, and that, you know, what makes this championship even better.
What does it mean to you to have had such a productive 14 finals after last year's finals, the 8 turnover game in Game 6, not just the team performance but your own performance, to play this well at this point in your career and walk out of it with a ring?
It is a pretty good feeling. As I told you, I had a tough summer. I felt really bad after that Game 6. I felt guilty for losing that game, and it was painful. So, not that I remember that every game, because you play the season and you try to get better and you try to help the team and get to the same situation, but for sure I learned, and for sure it made me better and made me stronger, and it feels really good to feel like I really helped the team win.
You brought the Argentinian flag out here with you. How many folks right now are watching in Argentina, watching the NBA Finals game?
We are in the middle of the World Cup, so nobody cares. We won today.
They've abandoned you for soccer?
We beat Bosnia and they're already drinking. They don't care at all. But I do, and you know, it's always been with me after championships. My family is here, and you know, it feels good to represent a whole country.
Well, they'll read it in the papers or on the internet when they wake up tomorrow with a hangover.
Somebody's watching.
And be proud of one of their favorite sons, Manu. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Spurs get another title. The most international team in NBA history has another championship to show for it. Manu and the Spurs celebrating tonight here in San Antonio.